Hey guys, Steve here with the SCPA weather forecast. I want to get ahead of the situation here because there are maps floating around left and right, 20, 30 inches of snow, yada, yada, yada. Listen, I'm just going to be upfront and honest with you. There's as likely as a chance to have 20 inches of snow as there is at this point in time to have an inch of freezing rain. We know a storm's coming, okay? We don't know the exact specifics. We do not know the exact details. The maps that are floating around are a bunch of BS and garbage right now. Okay. I posted earlier this week a map from the European control run and saying just posting just in case this were to occur. What that simply meant is that the potential for the pattern exists. Now, does that mean every single storm is going to hit and hold? Does that mean every storm is going to drop 30 inches? Does that mean one storm will drop 30 or three storms dropping 10 each? Or will one be an inch of rain? At this point in time, we don't know. But what I can tell you is that the pattern and the potential is ripe over the course of the next 3 weeks for storms, some of them being major. Let's get right to it. We are using ensemble data for this. Okay, we're not going to use any operational data. Ensemble is each model has its own members that run different runs and kind of average out into one mean. So we're going to use the 6Z, which is not the most current because the most current's not out, but this is the European model, and this is for Sunday night. You'll notice this low pressure system's down over here, over North Carolina. Now, as I go forward here, here's what I think kind of makes sense. It goes from North Carolina off the coast of the Delmarva, or I should say that actually is the, what's that? Assateague. And then up to basically off the coast of, that would be Jersey. That right there is a good track for all snow back in south central Pennsylvania. Maybe a little bit of mixing, but that's a good track for snow. Now we're going to go to the latest GFS model data, I should say ensemble data. And once again, North Carolina is a little bit further east than the European. And this is outside of Virginia Beach. Then we're going off pretty much Assateague, Chincoteague area. And then you'll notice it's a little bit further west than the European model set and basically hugging the coast. This would be a good storm for starting as snow, changing with mixing to sleet and freezing rain, particularly for south central Pennsylvania, and then going back to snow. Now we're going to go to the latest Canadian. Actually, no, I'm sorry. This is the last night's Canadian because the newest Canadian isn't in yet. And we're using the ensemble again. The Canadian is the furthest west. You'll notice it goes up, up, up. And then basically right outside, it's basically taking I-95 up and right outside of DC. And then it kind of slides over to the Delmarva and then up 95 again through Jersey. This would be snow over to sleet, freezing rain, possibly even rain. Okay. So if you're looking for an all snow event, let me try to get my pen out here. We want a track like this. Okay. If it's going to be an onset of snow going over to sleet and freezing rain, you're going to have more so a track like this. Okay. And then I'm going to split this here. Some of the operational data that's coming in actually has the low pressure then going like this, which is not good for snow lovers in south central Pennsylvania, because that would be low pressure rides up, you get a front end dump and thump of snow, maybe a couple inches, maybe half a foot. But then this low pressure basically goes to the west of us, which then ushers in warm air off of the ocean, and particularly in the upper levels of the atmosphere, and then changes this over in this whole area. This could actually go to rain if this track were to occur. Then we have some, which basically are going like this. Okay. That right there would still keep South Central PA on the western end of the storm, but a little too close for comfort. There would still probably be some rain in that scenario. So it would be snow going over to sleet, freezing rain, and then going over to rain. So, pardon me as potential spam calls me. So basically, all snow to mostly snow is the track like this along the coast. This would be snow to sleet to freezing rain. If it takes the west route, it would be going over to rain. This would be snow, sleet, freezing rain, holding on a little bit longer, going over to a little bit of rain. So the reason why I'm showing you this is I'm trying to get ahead of the situation, because maps are going to start coming out. It's ridiculous what people. There's no way to forecast this. It's Wednesday. Okay, this storm is not even developed yet. It is not on the books until Sunday afternoon, evening into Monday. Now, what I want to do is I want to go to some operational data to show you some things. So this is the latest GFS model, American model. All right. See this low pressure system here? See, now I left these on to show you. So this is the operational singular run. Okay, it runs 4 times a day. Let me go back here. You'll notice that this operation, I don't know how well you can see this, but we have a low pressure in South Carolina. This would be Sunday afternoon, riding up basically 95, Interstate 95, that is, okay? And then going right along this line, which I just drew. And then see how this GFS is basically taking this west? Well, that means that everything to the east of it is going over to rain. Basically, 987 low pressure, almost right over Harrisburg. That is a very strong low pressure. And let me just be honest with you. The models are not going to get the strength of this low progged this far out. There's a chance that that could be 6 millibars higher, 6 millibars lower. Okay, higher would mean that it would be a weaker low pressure. Lower would mean that it would be a stronger low pressure. So we're monitoring the trends, but this GFS model isn't good for snow lovers in south central Pennsylvania. We'll go again, and then basically it just rides along the, let's call it 15 corridor, from Harrisburg all the way up to, what's that up there, Mansfield? We'll go to the Canadian. Sorry, I did this again. U.S. regions, Mid-Atlantic. Let's go to the multi-parameter 6-hour preset. Okay, so my lines are now gone, but we're going to go to Sunday. I don't want to go there. Okay, yep, there we go, Sunday. So this is Sunday evening, 7 o'clock. Low pressure right over, I guess that would be Charlotte. And then up the I-95 corridor. So what's that, Richmond area. And then, once again, the Canadian model is going west. Here is I-83 down to Baltimore. It's west of I-83, meaning you're on the warm side of the storm. Not good. You want snow, you want sleet, you want winter, you want this to be over here. And the further away would be great. Like the perfect track, as I said, is right along the coast, like so. Okay, but not a good track. Still, I mean, let me just go to the QPF and show you here. Okay, so this green, that's rain. All right, that pink, that's freezing rain. Pink freezing rain. So basically, the Canadian model is basically saying light snow, light moderate snow, over to sleet and freezing rain. That's probably 2 to 3 inches of snow over to sleet and freezing rain. All right, so we're going to go to the GFS to show you the same exact thing here. So we got GFS. GFS. All right, so we got light snow, Sunday afternoon, evening, light moderate snow starting to mix in with this would be freezing rain, and then you know pockets of mixing of freezing rain, pockets of heavy snow, and then once again rain. GFS saying rain. Okay, okay, that's rain. All right, so we're in the warm sector. Let me go, and actually I can't. Sorry, I can't do the European because it doesn't go out that far. But I will do this. I'll show you the 6Z European control. And I like this, okay? When push comes to shove, I don't see this going inside. I don't see this being a Piedmont runner. Uh, I do see it coast, all right? I'm just going to give you my honest opinion. I see it coast. But I'm not ready to go there yet. But this control run is a pretty good run. You got it basically right here over the western Chesapeake Bay. And then going up still it would be to the east of the south central PA, lower Susquehanna Valley. 982, that's a strong low pressure. All right, very strong low pressure. Um, the QPF, which is the the precipitation forecast, the models aren't going to nail that this far out. The bottom line is that it's probably, I would say at this point in time, 80% likely that there's going to be a major storm Sunday into the Tuesday period. The details are going to be ironed out, whether it's going to be all snow, rain, snow, sleet going over to rain. Um, Heck, if this ends up over here, then this is all rain. Just the way it is, folks. So to see these maps floating around with some of these forecasters online, it's doing the disservice to the weather community. For shits and giggles, let's just see what this model shown in snow. Okay, so see how this band here, we have what? These are mainly 8, 9, 10, 11, 12s, 13, 14s, 15s, possibly. So this low pressure, let me just draw this here. This low pressure was right there. All right. If this low pressure is right there, this whole band shifts east. So if you want to be right in the center of this, then you want the low to be here. If this low pressure basically comes like this, then this shifts west. It's not rocket science. What it is to be determined. We don't know. We will gather more data on the Thursday, Friday period. At that point in time, we'll develop a consensus as to what we think is going to happen and then go from there. So that's what you need to know. The potential exists for a moderate, possibly major winter event consisting of snow, sleet, freezing rain, and rain, all dependent upon your location. I will have more details as the situation evolves. As always, thanks for watching. Have yourself an awesome day.